important issue, an issue that's very close to my heart, and it's this decline of religiosity lying at the heart of America's identity crisis. So you argue, as I understand it anyway, that America was founded as a Christian nation, but liberals are now denying this, saying that the US is secular, etc. I mean, do you think that the decline in quote-unquote Christian culture is also kind of mirroring the decline of, I would say, American, but arguably also Western civilization?
Of course, the two are totally inseparable. And this was actually the heart of my CPAC speech. I said that our confusion over gender, our confusion over marriage, our confusion over what sort of nation we are, our lack of borders even, that speaks to a deeper crisis, which is a crisis of identity. We no longer know who we are. And at the bottom of that has got to be this religious confusion, not only because America was founded explicitly to be a Christian nation, a shining city on a hill, a model of Christian charity, a nation founded by people who called themselves pilgrims, or who were referred to by history as pilgrims, but also because, as Moses shows us at the burning bush, when Moses is at the burning bush, he's talking to God. He says, "What shall I tell the Israelites that your name is?" And God says, "I am that I am." That's the name he gives, meaning that God is being. And as a very wise priest friend of mine once observed, a people that identifies itself in God will know who it is. And a people that rejects God will be left with a very pathetic question: who am I? People who don't ground their identity in the source of all being, they're going to end up like teenagers who try on a new personality every week. This week they're painting their nails black. Next week they're hippies. You know, it's very pathetic. There will be a restlessness to that. But nations are going to be animated by some sort of spirit or other. A nation is physical, it's the land, the geography, the industry, but a nation is metaphysical too. There's a body and there's a soul. So what the liberals want us to believe is that we don't have a soul anymore, that the soul is just, pursuing our appetites, that America is nothing other than geography. You can even, to your point, replace the people and the country won't change at all. But what we're talking about here is the soul of America. We'll either be a godly country or we'll be some other kind of country. But cult and culture come from the same root word. So what the culture worships is going to define that culture. If we worship money, we're going to be materialistic. If we worship sex, we're going to be licentious. If we worship God, we're going to be a godlier country. And even if you don't consider yourself the most religious person in the world, that's probably going to be a better country. It's probably going to be more conducive to your flourishing. Yeah. That has been historically in America. The decline of our happiness is directly tied to that decline of religion.
Well, you can almost mirror nationhood to personal feeling, right? When you lose yourself and you lose your own personal identity, you kind of bumble around and you feel terribly lost. And if you lose your national identity, then you don't have any roots to cling on to anymore. And that's why we end up in this situation. But Michael, look, thank you very, very much. It's always really insightful talking to you. I love the way that you phrase things. I love the way you look at the world. It's Michael Knowles there, reacting initially to his speech at CPAC, but also making some very profound points for us here at GBN America. I'll see you next time, Michael.
Thanks so much for having me. Great to be with you.